All right, that looks like I let that run long enough. I wanted to see something, and there might be a little bit of housekeeping needs to be done. Just 1 second, bear with me. I think it's this one. Nope, it's not that one. Let me turn that off. Let me relock that. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, that's going to be good right there. I don't need to show anything. I don't think so. I'm going to leave that one right there. We have Tony Wallow, Josh Kinder, Josh Retro Kinder. I don't know. Second one in. Jeff Ryman, and he's the retro man is got to go. He's got something to do, so he stopped by to say hi. Okay, impromptu daily Davinci. I, it was going to be planned if I could have gotten up a little earlier to take the place of Doug Betts today, and I was going to do a little bit of a parody, an impromptu parody, and do some things that Doug normally does. You know, keep it in the Doug-ish style. Um, Reading emails, mine are really boring. Nobody asked me for help. Reading chat and 5 pieces of chat, that wouldn't go well. So I got a couple birthdays coming up. One snuck up on me. It's today, and it's my daughter-in-law's birthday. So I'm going to do something for her and post it on Facebook. And then tomorrow is my brother's birthday, and I'm going to do something for him as well and put it on his Facebook. So I'm going to get a little bit more square to the camera, which is really uncomfortable for me, but it would look more professional, I think. So I'm more professional now. I have not prepped for this other than I did go online and I grabbed one image off of line. I grabbed this image right here. I'm going to drag it in. Maybe. There we go. And then I'm going to close the media pool. And that's it right there. I grabbed this image. Now, I grabbed this image specifically because there are 4 of the little gremlin-ish, monster-ish, cartoon-ish, whatever you want to call them, on the left-hand side of this image. That's the only reason I grabbed it. So the first thing I want to do is, I don't like the black bars. I'm going to zoom this thing out. And I don't like that because that gets rid of a gremlin. So I'm going to double click it to bring it back to normal. I'm going to go right here and unlock the X and the Y so that I can now just move it on the X axis, and I'm going to spread it out to fill the whole page. There's probably another way to do that. People are probably yelling at the screen. See what I did there, Doug? But I prefer to do it this way. It works just fine for me. I'm sure there's probably a function in DaVinci that will automatically resize it proportionally so that it doesn't look all skewered and out of shape. But I'm good with this. I'm good with how this looks. Now, a couple things we have to do, obviously. We have to add some pictures, some text, and maybe some music. Well, the music's actually the easiest of all that. We go in here to our soundtracks and we find a happy birthday that we like, and we play this real quick just to see what it sounds like. You may or may not be able to hear it over YouTube. All right, that one's all right. I'm gonna delete it. Hello, Rick. Rick joins us over in chat. Now, do I have any other birthday? I do somewhere. So now I got to stop to think where they're at. So we'll close the master. We'll close this, and that takes us back to there. We're going to go grab media by right-click, import media. And I'm going to go to DaVinci, not stills. Go to data. Look in birthdays, and it looks like I don't have any unless it's in Chris Garrett's, and it's no, I do have bluegrass version and tuba version. I kind of like the tuba version, so I'm gonna copy this. No, I'm not. It's good. I'm gonna bring this in. I wasn't thinking. I'm gonna bring this down, and I know this is the one I want because it's oompa oompa. So I like that one. We're going to go with that one. I'll adjust all that later. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the master, go back into soundtracks. I'm going to grab this soundtrack and drag it into here. Then now I have Happy Birthday 1, Happy Birthday 2. I probably should have renamed it before I moved it, but I'll figure it out. Not that big of a deal. So now you'll notice that we have a 15-second clip of this, and we have a minute 30-second of the music. So I'm going to have to adjust that, obviously. Let's go grab some photos and put on here. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and do something I really wish I could. Oh, that's good. It's already little. I can leave that like that. So it does default to that. That's good. And I'll go ahead and move this down to the bottom. Hopefully it will stay there. Now I'm going to go grab my granddaughters and grandsons' pictures from the media pool. I'm going to look in photos first. And this is a project. This is an ongoing, growing with images project. I've got just a little bit of everything in there. That's not what I want. So we're going to close it. We're going to close that. I'm going to go get media. And this could be about anywhere. So we're going to go to Davinci, and we're going to look through here, go to stills, and go down to the bottom and see real quick. I can skim through these pretty doggone quick because I know what it is I'm looking for. Let's go to Davinci, dissolve. And okay, so here we go. Now there's one granddaughter. There's the same granddaughter, two granddaughters. Okay, there's three. There's my grandson. So I'm going to grab this one for my grandson. They don't have to be anything specific. It's important, but it's not. I'm not putting much effort into this today. I guess is what I'm trying to say. You know, it's the thought will count. And then I'm going to grab this one here. I like that one. And then I'm going to grab, I saw another one that I like that I know I have it somewhere. So that's that. Now this next one's going to be fun to get because I have to get one of the newborn, and I really don't, that's not my new, that's my grandson, but that's my youngest grandson. That's my youngest son's it's my youngest grandson from my youngest son. And then granddaughter, boy, that could be a tough one too. And I don't want to get the wrong grandchild. Boy, I'm just a horrible grandfather. I tell you, I don't even know my grandkids apart. I think this is Alexander Sebastian. So I have my data that I want to work with for now. Now, order does not matter. I'm just going to bring them down, and no one particular order, except these are actually now in the correct order of their birth, and I don't remember the granddaughters which came first. Looks like a mess. It is a mess, okay? Because as you know, this is nothing more than layers. If I were to move this one, then this one, then this one, then the last one it shows is the top one. Same thing if I bring them back, we have that one, and then this one. If we move the playhead, that one supersedes that one. You can't see it, or takes its place, and takes its place. So because of what I want to do, and I don't want to be confused, I'm going to do it this way. I want to work with just this picture right here, and I'm going to go into the color tab. They say you can do this in the fusion tab as well. So I'm going to go back to fusion. I don't know what the command would be, so I'm going to shift space. What would the command be to maybe mask? Oh, there is magic mask. So I'm going to try something today that I briefly heard about. I haven't researched, I haven't practiced it, I haven't looked into it. I'm going to grab the magic mask and add it in there. And then I'm going to add it to the pipeline or the whatever you want to call this, by holding shift down, dragging it down. When it turns colors, it's connected. Then we're going to go into the magic mask, which is already highlighted, so we're here. We need to track, first and foremost, and there's the little eyedropper. So we're going to track my granddaughter by drawing a line, and you do not have to put a lot of lines. You do not have to close it. That will be plenty. Now, I like that in that looks super cool. I didn't have to add an alpha node. I didn't have to do anything. But I also see, yeah, I like this. I'll go out on a limb here. There's a little bit of green I see in the background, but that's fine. Now, I've learned very painstakingly, you have to track this. If you don't track this, so if I bring this back over here and put this right here and then grab these three, put the playhead over there, nothing happened. Nothing. Well, there it happened, but you'll see it reverts back. I want that image, but not that size. So I have to go ahead and move these out of the way a little bit. I have to come back into I have to go back into Fusion and start all over again. Now, the thing I don't like is I don't see, okay, here's a delete button. So I'm going to get rid of, on the mask, I want to delete. I'm trying to delete this stroke is what I'm trying to do, and it's not being successful. Again, this is the first time I've worked with Magic Mask in the Fusion page, so I don't know. So do I select and then delete? No. Alt strokes. Yeah, I knew that. I knew that if I'm over here, oh, wait a minute. Delete. No. Interesting. Got to be a way to do it. So this is to add strokes. So if we click on add, we have the plus dropper. If I hold the alt key down, it's supposed to change to, yeah, it changes to minus. And then if I hit the alt key down again, it should, yeah, it changes to plus. So minus, take away, plus. But this isn't what I want. Now I can move this line. Like, well, in the color tab, you can move the line. So this is what I'm going to do because I'm having issues. I'm going to delete the magic mask. I'm going to go get the magic mask. And it's going to, this time it's going to add it because the media one is highlighted. So it adds it in there. And that's fine. It just puts it right up next to it, which is annoying. So I want to try this again. I don't want the magic mask. I'm going to go a different route. I'm going to go shift space and I'm going to go mask. Spelled right, of course. And I want to use, I don't want to paint it. I might not be able to do this. Yeah, let's try the ellipse. Don't know if that'll work or not. So I'm going to add the ellipse. Yeah, this will work. This isn't what I was wanting, but this will work because now I can come over here to her face. I can grab the corner here and bring it down. I want about there, and I want about there-ish. And there's no tracking involved with this, okay? So I'm going to go back to the edit page. I'm going to bring her back over, bring the playhead back over, and there it is. That worked just fine. This will work. Now we're going to bring her over, and we're going to bring her up. And it's too big, so I'm going to go in and resize it. So there's advantages to the magic mask, and there's advantages to other means of masking. And I'm good with this one. All right, so that's number one. So number two, do it the same way. I'm going to go into Fusion. And this one's going to be a little bit more interesting because I thought I wanted this one. Maybe I don't want this one. I'm not sure. Go back to the media, space. I want to use the ellipse, I believe. And again, it's the same principle. I want to center it on her face. And then I want to bring it down to about there. And then up to about there. Maybe a little smaller. Or I can make it a perfect circle by going over here to center X and center Y, making the numbers exactly the same, and it will be a perfect circle. But, perfection. Who needs perfection? Certainly not me. So this needs to be 0.600 on this picture. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to change that to 0.600. So that supposedly is the same size as the other one. Then we're going to move it over. And then I usually do this. And it looks to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to bring the size down just a little bit more. And there we go. That looks to be about right there. We're going to bring it down. And maybe have to go even a little bit smaller. Maybe a tad bit smaller on this one as well. But that looks too small to me. So we'll continue to march. So that's two of them then. And then we'll grab the third one. You kind of get the idea here. So now I'm going to just buzz through these really quick. Go back into Fusion. Highlight. Space. Add. Center. Oh, this one's going to be fun. Maybe the wrong picture, even though I really do like this picture. Yeah, I'm going to have to rethink this particular picture because I can tell right now that's not going to work. We move, oops, I don't want to do that. We want to move him over, and then we want to resize him down just a little bit. And then move him back over here. Down. And then there's a couple things I'm going to have to do to clean that up. Not real happy with. What if I unlinked him and then I could do that? But I still think the ellipse is not right, but I'm going to go with that right there. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to relink them. No, I'm going to leave them unlinked. I'm going to do the same thing with this picture. I'm going to unlink them. And I'm going to go this way a little bit. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. This is how I do stuff. I'll get started on something and I'll like, oh, wow, I like this a lot better. So that's fine. Now I'm going to do the last one. And, oh boy, again, probably not the best picture to get. Not much going on over in chat, and that's fine. Shift space, add, and oh, little baby here. That one, I'm gonna start there. We'll go with that. Bring him over, and now we're gonna bring him down. Oh, great. Davinci's starting to be hinky. Just what I needed. Yeah. This is great. So this is what I do when it starts to act up like this. I'll go in and save the project and put Mariana birthday without the S and add the Y. We're going to save it. Josh Kinder says that his wife says hi to everyone. Hello, Natasha. Thank you for saying hi. Then I close it. And then, as you can see, I've got Zoom running because I'm using the Zoom function as my camera today. I like it a lot better because I get to use the green screen. And it works out better for me. It's the same camera, different application. When I use this camera without this, you see the green screen, and I don't like that. And I have to go in and try to take it out and everything else. I would much rather prefer to do this than the way that I'm doing it. And I'm going to change this real quick. I think I have what I'm looking for in here. Never know. what I think I have and what I have appear to be two different things because I didn't see what I was looking for. There it is. Went right by it. It's a little overkill, but you get the idea. So now I go ahead and restart Davinci. It just kind of helps. I'm not real sure why it does it, but I know this helps. Ironically, I'm using the grandkids' coffee cup today. Wintermute says, "Hello, Josh Kinder Retro Gaming's wife." Boy, she's got a funny name. So before I go on, you'll see the projects right here. I want it to be in my birthday projects, and then all I do is grab a hold of it, drag it down to birthday, and it goes into birthday. Now, I really wish I could figure out a way to get the birthday projects or nightly streams, daily debacle, birthdays testing to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I've yet to do that. Experimenting. So we're going to open this up, and I've got 3. We're going to open up Mariana, and we're right back to where we started from. No harm, no foul. So I'm going to grab this picture. We're going to move him over. And then I'm just going to move him up a little bit. I'm not going to do much more with him. I like that. That's pretty good. Now this is going to be real plain and real simple. I'm not going to do anything fancy like I thought I originally was going to. I'm going to adjust the music by moving it off so I can grab this edge, and I'm going to bring it over to about right here, drag it back, and then I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to change the duration from 1:20 to 15 seconds, 00, 15, 00. I'm going to hit change, and that should go right to right there, which it did. So now everything's on the same sheet of music, no pun intended, so to speak. So I'm going to fade this in, and I'm going to fade it out. Now, I should add some kind of something in there. So I'm going to go to effects. I'm going to go to titles. I'm going to go to, not titles, I'm going to go to generators, essential generators, and I want the bubble, which is essential speech bubble, which to me, you would think would be in titles, but it's not. So I'm going to add this down here one time, bring it over here, close our tab, and then I'm going to go in here and put happy birthday, Mom. And then we're going to come down here to the pointer, and we're going to lengthen the pointer a little bit. And then we're going to change the pointer angle to about, I don't know, right in there. And then we're going to move this up. Change the angle a little bit more down. Go ahead and lengthen the angle out a little bit more. And then I don't like the fact that it covers up the happy birthday, but I've got a real funny feeling this is not going to work the way that I want it to. So what I'm going to do is grab the size and do this. Maybe I'll, I love it when I'm wrong. I'm going to go there. Going to go there. And then I'm actually going to go there. Now, obviously, the pointer's too long because it's now looking like it's coming out of her eyeball. She may be a little monster at times, but she does not have pointers coming out of her eyeball. I can attest to that. So we're just going to bring this length down a little bit, and we're going to change the angle just a little bit to make it give the appearance of coming out of she's speaking this, just like that. So there's one. Now I'm going to cheat, I hope, and I'm going to, with that highlighted, hold the Alt key down, drag, hold the Alt key down, drag, hold the Alt key down, and drag. I have 4 kids, I got 4 bubbles. So if I bring this one over here, and looks like it's not there because it's sitting right on top of this one, So all we have to do is go to the y-axis and drop it down, and there it is. So I'm going to bring this one all the way down to here, to this little guy, which is Alexander, by the way. And we're going to bring the size down just a little bit more, not up, but down. Like that. Move him over a tad bit. And again, change the pointer length to reflect maybe that it's coming from there. Drop him down just a tad. Yeah, I'm going to drop this one all the way down here. Then I'm going to rotate that pointer and reduce its size. So I got 2 more to deal with. So I'll change this after the stream ends. I don't want all 4 of them to say happy birthday, Mom. I want to change them. They're the same principle here. It looks like it's not there. It's there. I just have to go in and drop it down. But I can't really do anything with this one because I'm thinking I can't put it right there. Now what I could do, I guess, depending on how horrible this will look, is I can move it all the way over here. I can move it up just a tad. Then I can grab the length of the pointer, and it looks like it maxes out at 1. Or does it max out at 1? Thank you, Tony. Tony's giving me my 5-minute. Probably going to go a little bit over tonight. Long Dog says, hey, I'm here, fellas. My head's a little foggy recovering from the... Oh, sorry to hear that. Man, those blood sugar incidents seem to be creeping up on you. Speaking of blood sugar, my breakfast just got delivered to me, so I will be wrapping this up. So I'm going to see if I can type in a ridiculous number of 5. And boy, did I call that right. A ridiculous number of 5 takes it to the next county, which is fine. So now we're going to rotate the angle a little bit and to right there. And then we're going to bring the length down right there. Rotate it up a little bit. Up, not down. Up, right there. And I'll go ahead and extend the length out just a little bit. Although that's perfect right there. And there's other things I can do. I could go in here and change on this particular one. We can change the outline color to this or that or whatever. I think I'll go with, I don't know. Blue on blue looks pretty horrible. Purple, kind of girlish. Let's go with pink. That's clearly girlish. We'll go with that. And then I got the last one to do, and it's the same principle. We know it's there. Oops. I don't know why I'm having mouse issues again. I swear I'm going to be buying a new mouse. And we just drop it down after we go find the right one here. There it is. We just drop her down to this little guy. And I think, seriously, I'm going to do him the same way. I believe. Oh, great. My mouse is now not coming back to Davinci. And Davinci just shuts down. There. I'm kind of happy, honestly, that got witnessed by YouTube, by an audience of 2. Better than 0. That's good. That really is good. Davinci crashed. Don't know why. I'm just going to restart it and finish this up. Long Dog, I'll go back and read those after the stream. Wow, man. Diabetic for 37 years. Again, I got nothing to complain about. Projects, Mariana, and hopefully it loads. And maybe the second to last change I was working on is there. Right here, we're going to drop him down and move him over, and then drop it down yet again to about right in there. Now, apparently, I didn't see that this was covering up birthday, but I'll fix that. I'm just going to grab the angle right here. And then the length looks to be about 2.5. So we'll go 2.25. Did that not change? It did not change. Really? Oh, you got to get rid of what's in there first. Delete. 2.25. Should put that up there. That's pretty doggone close for just a guess on my part. Move this up. Why do I keep going the wrong way? That's good right there. And we will change the pointer color for him to that. All right, so there we go. The only thing I got to do is I got to go in here and resize this one right here. And I'm going to add a couple more pictures in there. And then I'm going to post it. Nothing fancy, nothing elaborate. No. Now I believe I can come in here and I will experiment with this by taking a picture of the numbers so that I don't have to write them down. Now, I believe I can do this. I believe I can bring this over here. Oh, that's the zoom, so I don't want that. So I screwed that up. So if I double click this, it's going to go to 1. Okay? And that's not what I want. And I mean, I knew that. So I want 0.570. That's what I want. Oh, that looks all messed up now. Let me bring this like that. Yeah, that's all screwy, but I'll fix that. What I wanted to do is grab this, make a keyframe, go to the end, make another keyframe by bringing this into right there, and do the same thing here. Grab the second one, take this all the way over here. That's hidden, can't see it. Make a keyframe. Oh, that's fine. I'm going to do this one backwards. Okay, here's a semi-enthusiast pro tip. Right, Wintermute said I got to get the Y2. He's correct. The Y should be 520 on my top granddaughter. So here's something interesting. I didn't pay attention. I let the playhead what it was, and I went ahead and moved it, and it made a keyframe. Watch this. I go back to the beginning. You can't see my one granddaughter. The playhead didn't move, so I'm going to move it. And then we're going to go figure out why. There we go. We're going to put her right there. Now when we hit play, one slides in, one slides out. A little slow, a little sluggish, but you get the point. We're going to go back to this granddaughter, and we're going to change the Y to 520. Much, much better. Now, that's not going to affect the animation. It just changes the picture. So, that's cool. So, oh, I am buffering. I have buffering. Do you guys have buffering? Okay, what just happened? Apparently, I have made the YouTube Davinci Resolve gods mad. I don't know what happened. To be very honest, I just happened to glance over, and out of my peripheral vision, I have the buffering. Okay, if you can hear me, put something in chat saying you can hear me. I know you can't see me. I know. I'm going to just try a refresh here. See if that fixes it. A refresh did fix it for me. I did. A refresh brought me back on my stream. Yep, Rick says I'm buffering. Try a refresh. That's all I can suggest. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go ahead and animate all of the children and probably add a couple more things in there, cheesy little things. I got to change the one essential bubble, which is the second one right here. And that basically is just a size thing. Oh, that's not. Oh, this is the third one. Let's try the third one. And again, it's still basically a size thing. Yep, we're going to do... Yeah, I'm going to have issues with that because I don't want it to cover anything up. So I'm going to work on that. No buffering for me this time and did earlier. Wow. Okay, that's my... it's 36 minutes. I started on right on the half hour. Thank you, Long Dog. Thank you, Tony Wallow. Thank you, Wintermute. I'm buffering again. That's a sign. Thank you, Tony. See you guys tonight at 9 o'clock. Have a great afternoon, everybody.